Hey guys, and welcome back to How Shoots People. Today we're going to be using this Sunprint Kit to hopefully make a blue contact sheet. We picked it up when we were away in Lisbon, if you remember from that video. After a bit of an odd second exhibit, I found myself in the gift shop where I picked up this Sunprint Kit, which I thought looked pretty cool and could potentially be part of a video idea, so maybe keep an eye out for that later down the line. And essentially it can make these blue sheets with, is it a cyanotype? I think it's very similar to a cyanotype kit. So basically it's like that. We're gonna go to the park now to grab some flowers first to create some test prints before we start printing negatives. So let's go. Maya just ripped these plants.
I did not rip them off.
Right off the tree.
They were on the ground, I swear.
But more flowers procured. Test flowers have been sourced and coffee procured. Okay, so back home, shout out to Lawrence Hall of Science. So these are the steps. Select an item, black and white negative, assemble in this order, expose to the sun for 1 to 5 minutes, and then rinse it off and dry it flat. Sounds pretty easy. We've got black and white negatives here from the Surreal Portrait shoot. Got our flowers here. It's not the most bright day in the world, so we'll see how a test one with the flowers goes. And hopefully it'll end up in a lovely blue contact sheet with these pictures, but we'll see.
Oh, it's little.
Yeah, they're really small.
Yeah. Okay.
Pick your choice of flower.
The flower. How do I do it like that way? Just to get the...
No, because then it's... Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose it's just the shadow of it.
Alright, I'll do that. Because of that bit, I can't really put the acrylic on.
Give it a try.
Unless I snip the end of it.
Yeah.
No, because it's gonna...
Well, it's gonna flattened out.
No, because it's that. I can't smush that.
Okay, now the sheet and the acrylic's in place. Take it into the sun. And now we just leave it in the lovely sunshine.
Do it under a UV lamp.
We're being super patient. The paper appears to be getting a little lighter, but we're not quite sure. It's not exactly sunlight, as you might describe it.
It's daytime.
But we'll give it its 5 minutes and see. We've had a brief bit of sun, so we've moved it over here, and it appears to be getting a lot lighter, a lot quicker. So we've taken it in, and we just need to rinse it.
Cold water.
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Oh. Oh! Magic!
That's actually really cool, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And leave it out to dry.
What hell is it?
I've prepared a space.
Ah. Boom.
So it's to dry flat. Oh, that's worked really well.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
so
say
cool.
that was like pretty much no direct
sun.
sunlight. Boom.
Test another one. Boom. We'll come back and check in when this one's dried.
Rip some of these off.
Preparing a second sheet here. What sort of vibe are you going for here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll do them like going off the edge this time as well.
Could be fun.
Yeah.
unfortunately the sun's been taken over by this huge cloud that doesn't actually seem to stop. So I think we're going to test one out of my window, but maybe the rest will just wait until tomorrow when it's sunny again. So we'll see. Hey guys, so it's definitely the next day and not a week and a half later, but the sun is back out, so we're gonna give it another try. These are our two from last time. Obviously you can tell my one on the shelf did a lot better. At the minute we can't really tell whether we under or over did that one. I feel like over, maybe over, because this was sat out in like indirect sunlight for a longer time, whereas this was in direct sunlight for a shorter time. So we'll probably just test different ones, but got our black and white negatives here, so we're going to try and make a blue contact sheet. Let's give it a try. I just don't want to damage the rest of them.
Yeah.
So just like that. That should work perfectly fine. And just take it outside.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay guys, we're outside.
No, we're outside now. Boom, that's good sunlight.
Yeah. Way bright.
Boom!
And I reckon just a 3-minute for that.
Yeah, I think so.
So this first one we're doing is just a 3-minute test, because it recommends 1 to 5, but the paper's already getting pretty light because it's fairly direct sunlight. So we'll just see how this one comes out, and then we can try some different ones. So yeah, let's just wait patiently. Okay guys, back inside the lab. So the sheet's gone almost white there. Push the negative back in.
Oh, interesting. Oh, I'm not even filming it, I was lucky.
And then we just get the sheet, rinse it off.
Don't be alarmed if it disappears when you rinse it, 'cause that's what happened with the one that looked really good for me.
Oh, oh, look, all the
The monkey.
The monkeys come out.
What's it saying? Ooh.
And then we'll just leave this to dry.
Yeah, it dries, you can see it way better.
Okay, and whilst we wait for that one to dry, we're just going to put these two really cool dragon earrings and make one just without the acrylic sheet. So we'll see how this one goes. Let's have it for like 2 minutes maybe?
Yeah. Go, 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 go! That's cool.
It's only been out for a minute.
Yeah. Power of the sunshine. That's pretty cool.
There we go.
Cute.
Okay, so we're going to try a different one of these negatives. It's not polished. And we're just going to put this in a book to protect the other negatives. Okay, there we go, that's much better. It's pretty much flat. It's just constantly sliding down this one.
Good idea.
This one's going to be a mess. Unfortunate. Okay, this one's only been out a minute and the sheet is still blue, but we're going to try it as an underexposed one just to see what the difference is.
What's the difference?
Okay, so currently we didn't catch anything, but potentially
No, I don't think that one was enough at all.
well, we'll see. We shall see.
Maybe it will surprise us then.
Well, yeah, because the Kodak's coming up there,
Oh, okay.
so potentially. Whilst we're here, we can check on some of the others.
Oh, looks good.
Yeah, it's really coming out there. I think that's been our best so far.
Yeah.
And the one we've just done there, that's looking pretty good too. I think the next step that we're going to do is go and get some 35mm black and white negatives so we can really get that contact sheet effect where it's multiple rows pulled down, because unfortunately the plate just isn't wide enough to do. You can kind of get away with one shot in the frame, but we'll see if we can get those rows going on. So yeah, let's go. So what we've got here is we've got my Neopan A-Cross from the last episode of Film February. So all we're going to do is pick out a couple rows of this and sort of line them up, similar to a contact sheet, and see if we can make a blue one. Do we want to try like these 3 rows of the horses here?
Yeah.
And you should definitely wear gloves when handling your negatives, and you shouldn't expose your negatives to direct sunlight. But this is Harry Shoots People, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're just going to cover up the over bit of the negatives there, just so that they stay safe. Safety, preservation and archival are the 3 key points of film photography, guys. A little bit of overlap. Let's go. Okay, time is for about 2 minutes, I think. 4, 3, 2, 1. Way ahead of you. Right, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Inside. Okay, let's take those off. Put them there.
Ooh.
Not the best looking one straight out of the pack.
Yeah, but look how that's dried.
Yeah, true. Oh, now it's coming together a bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that'll definitely come out nicely. You can see the 3 horses start to appear on that one.
On that one.
Yeah, I think that's George up there in the corner. We'll leave this one out to dry.
Nice. What do we think? I think that one.
No. Okay, so this time we're going to use this picture and we're going to leave it for slightly longer than the time we did before. So this one should go out for about 2.5 minutes. Let's see what we can make with this. So 2.5 minutes starts now. So far, whole experience going very well. a lot nicer than last time, and I'm excited to see how these properly dry, because so far they're drying really well. So fingers crossed they keep going like that, apart from the one mistake we've made, and that's why we're leaving this one out for a lot longer. So yeah, I'll see you guys in 2 minutes time. Another reveal.
Whoa!
Straight out.
No, get it rinsed, you dumb.
Maybe 3 minutes is the optimum time then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that looks great.
That looks so good. That looks like an album cover. The album is called Monkey. That looks really good.
Yeah, that was great. I think that's about the same amount of time as well that we did the last one.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can already see all the tiny details coming through.
Slay. Slay. Probably just put it on that one. Wow. That looks really good.
Mm. Okay guys, since we figured out the 3-minute method works the best currently, we're going to redo this one and see if we can get it darker so that it looks like an actual contact print, because so far it hasn't dried very well. So we're just going to redo it, leave it out in the sun for a bit longer, and hope it comes out darker. So let's go do that now. Already know.
I feel like the sun is slightly less bright at this moment in time.
Okay, so these are all lined up and ready now. Just 3.5, maybe 3.5 minutes this time, because it's slightly less bright. And now we wait. This one's been out for about 4 minutes, and that's looking better.
Mm.
Hopefully. Yeah, miles better than before.
Oh yeah.
Look at how the early one came out as well.
Wow, that does look good. Guess who?
And then we'll leave that one to dry also. Okay, so these are all the results. These are the first two that we did, where the second one was definitely a lot better. And then we move on to today's. This was our first 121, which came out pretty well. Obviously all of these ones are still dry and they're not quite the darkness of the ones from the other day. So there's still some detail to be made in there. And then after the success of this one, we tried out the dragon earrings, which I think came out really, really well. I really like the detail, and the haze almost adds to it, I think, in my opinion. Just ended up with a pretty cool stencil looking image. And that's when we tried to make a 35mm contact. I think this was a bit underexposed. We didn't leave it out in the light for long enough. Same issue with this one, where we tried it for like a minute and it just came out with nothing, which was a bit disappointing, but like I say, it's still got time to dry. Brought things back with another 120 print here, which is probably one of my favourites from the day. The detail came out great. Came out really nice as a contact test print. And then this was the last 35mm one we tried to do, where it's still better than the earlier one, but I think the maybe 30 extra seconds we left it in for maybe overcooked it slightly. So yeah, these are all the results from today. So all in all, was this video a success? I'd like to say yes. I think we made maybe the world's first and only blue contact sheet, and we definitely got a range of different results throughout trying it. My favourites are these two of the 120 negatives. Maya raises a good point by saying that the 120 negatives are more detailed, and therefore they seem to come out a lot less blurry than the 35mm ones. This one seems to have done the best overall, but it's exciting to try different things. My recommendation would be get yourself a Sunprint kit and try it out for yourself. It's really fun, and who knows what results you can create. So who knows whether blue contact sheets will become the new norm. I don't think so, but there's a possibility. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, why not drop it a like, and if you'd like to see more of my photography, or even me creating the negatives, why not consider subscribing. Thank you for watching.